It's not Toon Tuesday. This not week, Ross TV vlog. Hey, what up, man? It's really cool to be here on Toon Tuesday this week, letting you guys know that Toon Tuesday will be back next week. Now, hold on a minute there, Jasper. Are you telling me that Toon Tuesday, the one we're in right now, ain't a Toon Tuesday? That's right. It'll be back next week. So what in tarnation are we doing here right now? We're letting them know that next week, Toon Tuesday will be back with an actual story. And right now, it's going to be a Ross TV vlog. Ross TV vlog? Who gives a crap about that? I mean, some people do, so, if you're a fan of Toon Tuesday, please check out the vlog for this week, and thanks for tuning in to the Not Toon Tuesday episode, and we'll see you guys next week with an actual story, and it'll have jokes, and laughs, and gags, and hee-haws and ho-hos, so strap on your funny hats, and enjoy the Ross comedy vlog. Ain't nothing funny about no vlog, just some guy's boring ass life. Hey, give it a chance, alright? We'll see you guys next week. What up, though? It's Sunday, June 13th, 2021, and the plan is that I'm gonna go to a baseball game, and it'll be the first baseball game that we've gone to since the shutdown. So yeah, my wife's parents usually buy season tickets, and they go to pretty much every local baseball game. And then 2020 came, of course, and then everything was shut down. And now we've reached a spot in the pandemic to where masks aren't required pretty much most places. Definitely not outdoors. So it's going to be the first maskless, I guess pretty much back to normal baseball game that we've attempted to go to. So we're going to check that out, hopefully. In the meantime, you guys, if you've been watching the vlogs, have been checking out these birds that are on our porch, and they had some babies and then they left the nest. Well, some new birds have came, and now there's more bird eggs and babies. I'll show you the hanging things that they have made a nest in. So yeah, on our porch are these like hanging decorative things, and there's now two nests, one in this thing and then one in this one. The eggs in this nest have not hatched, and we read about birds, and it seems like lots of times the eggs don't actually hatch. This nest had like 5 eggs or so. None of them hatched but one. And when the eggs don't hatch, they get rid of the other eggs that didn't hatch. But there's one baby bird in this one. I'll show you guys. So as you can see down in there, there's the one baby bird. And yesterday, it was like during feeding time, and I had checked it out, and it was like thinking I was trying to feed it, but I was just checking it out. And it's only one, like I said, in this nest. Then over here in this other nest again, like, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs, and they haven't hatched, and I think the parents are still sitting on the eggs, but it's been like a few weeks, so I don't think they're gonna hatch. And another side story, this truck down here has been parked in front of our house for like what is like 2 or 3 weeks. And normally that's my wife's car, and I normally park there, and I think it's the new people that have moved here, but the truck is now reparked facing the wrong direction on the street, which you can get a ticket for. Anyway, long story short, that's been very annoying that this vehicle has been parked here for weeks and weeks and hasn't moved, and now that it has moved, it's now facing the wrong way. So anyway, with all that being said, I guess we're going to be off to the baseball game and see what is going on over there. Probably will be baseball.
We were like, where'd he go? We didn't know you were getting the game.
Here we are at the ballpark. It's great to be back, and can be said we're watching baseball, I guess.
Yeah.
John's got to put brakes on the cars.
He said he was doing that yesterday.
Straight.
Yeah. A lot of new compressors, big compressors.
Alright, we got chicken tenders and fries with a hard cider beer, you know, so pretty decent. Gonna enjoy this. We're back from the ball game. It was a very fun time. As you can see, there's a huge thunderstorm that has rolled through. So we got back just in time. You can hear the thunder now. So, it was very nice. It was hot, you know, and we sweated a little bit. I got home, took a shower. I threw some laundry in to go before the storm hit, and the laundry room is, you have to go outside of the house. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. Huge thunderstorm rolling through. Okay, and as you can see, we're having some dinner now. My wife made some taco rice, and we got some chips. We're just gonna watch some TV. It's still raining outside, so it's been a nice day. What up, though? Happy June 19th. I'm not sure if today is Juneteenth or not. Just an update here on the vlog of what's going on in life and happenings of the world. Joe Biden recently signed into existence the holiday Juneteenth. But I guess it's so new that not even Siri knows what Juneteenth is. I just asked her to be for certain of what exact day in June is Juneteenth. And I say, when is Juneteenth?
Sorry, I don't know when that is.
So, but anyway, it is real. So even if Siri doesn't believe that, that's what's going on. So anyway, the birds, I showed you earlier that the birds had more eggs in this middle nest, and it looked like some of them hadn't hatched on the last update, but I believe in fact some birdies did hatch in this one, so we're going to check that out now. So as you can see, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 birdies in this nest, and this is the one that had 5 unhatched eggs. They think that I'm trying to feed them because that's what they're doing when their mouth is open. Then the mom and dad birds fly back and forth feeding them, and over here I believe is just the one bird still that's a little bit bigger than the other birds, kind of sleeping or trying to rest. But anyway, yeah, that's the update on the birds now. I'm going to leave them alone. I rarely ever even look at them at all, so this is my first time even looking at them in a while. So yeah, it's cool that the ones hatched in these ones, more than hatched in this one. Only one bird hatched out of multiple laid eggs, and then this one looks like most of the eggs ended up hatching. I counted 4, but there might even be 5. I'm not totally sure. So yeah, I used Google and looked up when is Juneteenth exactly, and it is June 19th, it says. So Siri, you know, get it together. Anyway, the birds, the nest with the 5 eggs, I believe hatched all 5 baby birds. So that's awesome. And the other nest has just the 1 bird, but it's a little bit older. And that's the update on the birds. And then so the plan for today, on Saturday, we have plans to go hang out with my mommy and Floyd, and that'll be cool. We're gonna have like grilled packets of food and foil packets of vegetables and meat, chicken and stuff. And I think we're gonna watch, we'll probably hang out. It's a nice day hanging outside, and then we might watch
Army of the Dead on Netflix. My mom said she already seen it, but I was waiting to watch that with her. But she said she watched again, so whoop whoop. It seemed cool. Like zombies to me, like there's a huge zombie craze or infatuation, you know, with zombie outbreaks and like Walking Dead. That's super popular. She likes that show a lot, and I've seen it before, and it's pretty cool. But like, anyway, like zombies, there's the masses seem like there's this huge love of like zombie stuff. So like when things by the masses get like picked up, sometimes I'm resistant to being like, yeah, I love zombies too. Whoop whoop, they're fucking great, you know. Zombies are cool, but because they're so hyped up, sometimes I'm like kind of like played out on zombies. You know what I'm saying? Zombie things. But you got to give it up. Zombies are cool, I think. And that movie looked really cool to me. And like I have Netflix, and it's like $14 a month. Here comes a bird that just flew over. $14 a month now from up what it was. So I'm paying for Netflix, so I might as well watch it, is what I'm saying. It looked like when it... Alright, so long story short, when at first I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, zombie movie. And then, like, you know, I rewatched the trailer again later, and it's got that Kenny Rogers Know When to Hold 'Em, Know When to Fold 'Em song, you know, selling the trailer of and the movie, and the concept is, I'm down with it, you know, it was cool, like a whole army of zombies, they're gonna bomb Las Vegas because there's an outbreak, and then they gotta get the money out, is the premise of the movie. So anyway, if you already know about it, then you know what I'm talking about, and if not, it just is like a cool looking thing that I'm already paying for anyway, and I'm even somewhat remotely interested, so I'm definitely hyped to check out Army of the Dead. So that's the plan, and hang out with my mom, with my wife, and I'll show you guys my dad's tree, his memoriam tree, if you followed the videos and are aware of the drama that's been going on with my family and my brother. We planted a tree where my dad's ashes were in the garden, so you'll see the memoriam tree to my father, and that's probably the next shot you'll see in the vlog, so that'll be really cool. I haven't even seen it yet myself, so whoop whoop. Thanks for watching Ross TV Vlogs, just a glimpse into my world, and yeah, so we'll see what's coming up next. So here's like the garden with the tree where my brother dumped my dad's ashes. So we planted a tree, or my mom did, right here in the spot, and all around the garden, as you can see, there's a clover and stuff. And Erica found a four-leaf clover for the first time in her life right here. My grandma collects clovers, thousands of them. She's really good at finding clovers in a field, and there's all these clovers, and so it must be like good karma from my dad. And it's like a dogwood tree, memoriam tree. So right here is the dogwood tree that we have, so it's going to grow up to be like this. And this whole like garden that I'm standing in is where my dad, you know, we would plant corn and roast potatoes and tomatoes and things like that. So right now it's not a food garden. We've got all this clover has grown around, and it's got this wire around the cage because deer were eating on the tree, so my mom protected it with this cage. But as the tree gets bigger, like that tree, it won't need the cage. So anyway, this is just really cool and actually pretty beautiful. So I just wanted to share this with you all. Here's a deck that we have in the back of the house, or my mom has in the back of the house, and they came and pressure washed it, and it's got this new look to it. It looks really good. And here's a walk up and view of a new deck.
So it was kind of weathered before, and I think they're coming to finish it, maybe put on another coat or something. Also, here's the view in the back of the house. And so anyway, the deck is updated and looks very good. My mom also got the shingles to be updated. They're like blue shingles on the roof. It used to be brown shingling, but she was able to do a lot of updates to the house, and it looks really good. So blue shingles, and then the redone deck, and then there was a storm, and there's this siding that's on the house, and she's gonna get new siding as well. This little area here is like a mini garden. I think this is, she said it's a celery garden. Like, I guess this big plant is celery. And yeah, so there's the celery garden. Back here is, she used some, we had this pile of stones and she used it to make a walking path. And here's like a decorative watering can hanging thing and the place to sit. And then up here is it took some of the siding so that they can match the siding, because all this siding is going to be replaced. And you can see the wood, it's just white wood paneling that's on the house. And this is, you know, what I knew as a young kid, and then years later we got the siding, and you can see where it's kind of like weathered. And they're going to be replacing all of this with new siding. But this is what the house had when I was a kid. Just wood. Here's just a quick shot of the foil packets that my mom made for us. They were very delicious. We got a shrimp, and then there was some chicken, which you've already eaten, corn on the cob, potatoes, and peppers. So it was very delicious. Foil packs on the grill. We're here for Father's Day. We got a steak biscuit here, some Hardee's food, and we're gonna eat this and hang out for Father's Day. Here's the four-leaf clover that Erica found when we went to go visit my mom and Floyd and my dad's memoriam garden. She'd never found a four-leaf clover her whole life. My Granny Merle, my grandma, she is the queen of finding four-leaf clovers. She's literally found thousands and thousands of them. She's been on the local news about it, and she's got all of them saved. And Erica's never found one until we went to visit my mom, and it was right by my dad's memoriam tree. So I feel like that's a special sign, and I'm going to take it that way. So, very cool. So it's Monday, and yesterday the clip where I was showing the Hardee's food, it was Father's Day, so we were visiting Erica's dad. Got them a steak biscuit from Hardee's, and I got a steak biscuit with a Hardee's platter, which had eggs and hash browns and bacon and sausage and gravy biscuit. And I got a cinnamon roll and a vanilla milkshake. And then, so that was in the morning, and we came home a little bit later in the evening. We went and hung out with her friend Tara at her apartment, or it's not an apartment, she lives in a condominium. Is it a condominium, Erica?
Townhouse.
Townhouse is what it's called. So, yeah, we saw her at her place, and we watched the season finale of A Handmaid's Tale. And if you don't watch The Handmaid's Tale, that's on Hulu, and it's really fucked up, based on a book where America is taken over by these radical religious people. And basically, it's hard for
the population is going down at that point in history, so they devised this diabolical scheme to, like, a lot of the women are infertile, I should say. So the women that are fertile, they keep as handmaids who they rape, and then they bear children for the higher up people. And then the story of the show is following June Osborne. There's tons of handmaids, but there's like, the main character is June, and then I guess I can't really reveal what's going on in this current season because that would be spoiler stuff if you haven't watched the show. But that's the premise of the show. I think it's in its 4th season or something like that. So it's pretty brutal, and it's actually a really good show. So yeah, we just finished watching the season that just came out. Yeah, it's wrapped. So I think it was a long time before this season came out, like a year wait. Some of these like original, like on like Hulu or Netflix originals, these original shows on these streaming things sometimes take a long time. Plus the pandemic slowed production. I think had to shut down and then start up again. So that was the weekend. Today's my last day off before going back to work tomorrow. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the hospital. And then Saturday of this week is the Hootenanny Hoedown by Insane Clown Posse. If you're not aware, the band rap duo Insane Clown Posse are having a concert in West Virginia. So I live in Virginia, so it's about a 3-hour drive for me. So the travel ain't shit to me, so that's really dope. And people are traveling from all over to come to this show. It's not just any show. It's part of their Super Live Monster 5 series. Well, you ask, what is that? It's 5 events, in-person concerts. The first 2 events, they were pretty lenient, and they have a Patreon stream, and if you subscribe to the stream, you got the first 2 coins. But this third coin, because COVID is in a decline, thankfully, you have to attend this concert in person. So it'll be my first ICP concert in person since the lockdown. So that's exciting. Plus I get the third coin, so that's super dope. And the theme of the Hoedown, it's like in West Virginia, and it's like they want you to dress as like a country bumpkin, like redneck. So you'll be seeing a lot of bib overalls and stuff like that. So that's this coming Saturday. I think you can camp at the campground. It's not a campground, or maybe it is. The venue is an outdoor venue, and I guess it has a campsite or campgrounds area there. I found that out. I'm probably not going to camp there. I'm probably just going to drive back home, but it's going to be fun either way. And so that's what's up with that. I'm going to show you guys the coins that I've collected so far to kind of give you guys an impression of what I'm talking about with these coins. So here's the first 2 coins, and then come Saturday of this week, I'll be getting the third coin, and these 2 were from just having the Patreon streams. Probably can't see it too well, but you can kind of see it. This is the first coin, which is, you get it just for streaming the Patreon. This was the one back in October. And this second coin is from the Prom Night Massacre show, which I did not attend in person, but the deal was, if you were a subscriber to this Patreon, you got this one, which is super dope. But this next one, you gotta be in person, so that's why I'm going this Saturday. So then here's also the CD that came for the last streaming month. Right now it's June. I think this was April's gift bag that came with the coin. You get these 2 CDs. Fearless Fred. It's not Fearless Fred Fury the album, but it's like extra songs that they've been. It's more. It seems kind of like a Forgotten Freshness in a way, just kind of like a hodgepodge of songs, and it's the same thing on the back. A bunch of extra songs. So these are still unopened, and as you can tell, it's got the dope Tom Wood artwork of Flip the Rat. And I have to kind of turn it at this angle because of the shine. But yeah, Tom Wood's graphic artwork are on these, which is of course super cool. So that's pretty much all of the updates for this vlog. This week, the recap was there's baby birds that had 5 of them hatch. The other one has just 1 bird, a little bit older because it hatched first. We went to a baseball game. It was Father's Day, and we visited my mom for like a cookout and just hanging out with her. Also, we didn't watch Army of the Dead there because she'd already seen it, so we just kind of like talked and hung out, and that was probably a lot more fun. Anyway, I'm still gonna probably check that out on my own time at some point, you know, because I did want to see Army of the Dead, but she'd already watched it, so yeah, we just kind of hung out and had a good time. Also, a confession, my wife teaches dance to students, and they have their recital the same day as the Hootenanny show, so that's kind of stale. The reason for that was because normally they have their spring, they have 2 recitals, a spring and a summer, and this spring recital is normally in May, would have been done by now, but because of COVID things, they had one venue that had all these strict precautions of all the dancers had to wear masks and like they had to spread everyone out, and there wasn't going to be enough room at the venue where they normally go to have all of the students' parents and other family go watch the show, so they moved to the Civic Center, which is a bigger venue, and then it ended up pushing all of the delaying and all this, pushed it out to June, but now all these kind of restrictions are pretty much lifted, but the dates are still in place, so it made it to where the recital is the same day as the Hootenanny, but I gotta go to the Hootenanny show to get the coin. You gotta be there in person to get the coin. I had an idea if I could go to the recital earlier in the day and then leave maybe in the middle of it and go to the Hootenanny, but it's a 3-hour drive, and I just don't think it's going to work out to do both. So wife, if you're watching this, I love you and good luck at the Hootenanny. And I mean, I'm going to the Hootenanny. You good luck with the dance recital. Get it together, Ross. Jeez. Anyway, you can tell I'm all topsy-turvy, so it's about time to cut out of this one. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully the next vlog you'll see some ICP Hootenanny footage. So whoop whoop, and hopefully you'll see also like a more story structured Toon Tuesday coming up next time. And thank you for watching the videos in general, and it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys for watching. Over and out. Whoop whoop.